Out on the wide open plains of southern Africa, where dry grass sways beneath the night wind and the stars stretch endlessly overhead, the black-footed cat moves quietly through the darkness. Tiny enough to disappear beneath the tall grass, he is easy to overlook. Most people would never imagine that one of the world's smallest wild cats could also be one of its fiercest and most focused hunters. But the black-footed cat has never needed attention to survive. He does not roar like a lion or race across the plains like a cheetah. He does not command the landscape through size or strength. Instead, he lives through patience, awareness, and an almost unbelievable level of concentration. In the silence of the wilderness, he has mastered something many humans struggle to hold onto for even a few minutes at a time: complete presence. Tonight, as the fire crackles softly beside us and the world outside grows quieter, let us step gently into the life of this remarkable little hunter. In his careful footsteps and watchful eyes, there is a lesson about peace hidden inside the ordinary moments we so often rush past. The African night feels endless. As the heat of the day slowly fades, cool air settles across the open land. Insects begin their endless songs. Distant owls call from somewhere beyond the horizon. And beneath the silver glow of moonlight, the black-footed cat emerges from his hidden shelter. At first, he barely seems real. His spotted coat blends perfectly with the dry earth and pale grass around him. His dark paws move almost silently across the ground, soft enough to avoid making the smallest sound. Every step is deliberate. Every movement is measured. He does not waste energy. He does not hurry. The modern world often teaches people that faster is better. Faster work. Faster goals. Faster success. But the black-footed cat survives by trusting slowness. He understands that rushing creates mistakes, and mistakes in the wilderness can cost everything. So he pays attention instead. He notices the movement of grass bending against the wind. He hears the faint scratching of a mouse beneath the dirt. He senses vibrations in the ground that most creatures would completely miss. While larger animals depend on power, the black-footed cat depends on awareness. And somehow, that awareness becomes its own kind of strength. There are nights when he may travel miles beneath the stars, searching carefully through the darkness for food. Yet even during those long hours, there is no frustration in him. No panic. No desperation. He simply continues forward with quiet focus, one careful step at a time. That is what makes him extraordinary. Scientists often describe the black-footed cat as one of the deadliest hunters in Africa because of his remarkable success rate. But numbers alone do not explain who he truly is. What makes him special is not only his skill. It is the deep stillness behind every action. He knows how to wait. Sometimes he will remain perfectly motionless beside a patch of grass for long stretches of time, his eyes fixed on a single point in the darkness. The world around him keeps moving. Wind brushes through the plains. Clouds drift across the moon. Tiny insects crawl across the earth. But the black-footed cat remains completely focused. In those moments, he is not distracted by yesterday or worried about tomorrow. He exists entirely within the present. Perhaps that is why his life feels strangely peaceful, even in such a harsh environment. Humans often exhaust themselves chasing too many things at once. We divide our attention endlessly, carrying unfinished thoughts, worries, and expectations everywhere we go. Even while resting, many minds continue racing. But the black-footed cat teaches another way to live. Focus on what is directly in front of you. Breathe inside the moment you are already standing in. The wilderness itself seems to reward him for this mindset. Because he stays alert and connected to his surroundings, he becomes part of the landscape rather than separate from it. The dry grass no longer hides him. The night no longer feels lonely. Even silence becomes a companion. As midnight deepens, the plains grow colder. The stars sharpen overhead like scattered pieces of ice across the sky. Somewhere in the distance, larger predators roam through the darkness. Life here is never completely safe. And yet the black-footed cat does not carry fear the way humans do. He respects danger, but he does not obsess over it. If the wind changes, he adapts. If the landscape becomes difficult, he adjusts his path. He understands something simple but powerful: survival does not come from controlling the world. It comes from learning how to move gracefully within it. That lesson feels especially important now. So many people spend their lives trying to control every outcome, every future possibility, every uncertain detail. But the black-footed cat cannot control the weather, the drought, or the movements of larger predators. What he can control is his attention. His patience. His ability to remain calm within the life he has been given. And perhaps that is enough. As the years pass, the black-footed cat grows older. His movements become slightly slower. His body carries the memory of long nights beneath cold skies. But age does not take away his awareness. If anything, it deepens it. He becomes even quieter. Even more precise. The wilderness shapes him gently over time, polishing his instincts into something almost effortless. By now, he knows every hidden path through the grasslands. Every safe burrow. Every shift in the wind before a storm arrives. He no longer fights against the world around him. He moves with it. There is peace in that kind of acceptance. As dawn finally begins to rise, soft golden light spills slowly across the horizon. The black-footed cat pauses for one final moment atop a small mound of earth. The morning wind brushes through his fur as he looks out across the endless plains. Then, without ceremony, he disappears quietly back into the grass. No applause follows him. No one notices his return to silence. And still, his life remains complete. Tonight, as sleep slowly finds its way toward you, imagine the calm rhythm of the wilderness beneath the stars. Imagine cool wind moving through endless grass while a tiny wildcat walks carefully through the darkness, guided only by patience and trust in the present moment. Let your thoughts slow down. Let the noise inside your mind begin to fade. You do not need to carry everything tonight. Like the black-footed cat beneath the African sky, you are allowed to focus only on this breath, this moment, this quiet piece of peace you have right now. And maybe, within that stillness, you will rediscover the calm your heart has been searching for all along.